Hey, good to see you. You guys just opened up.
Questions?
Were you saving the hack of Dwight for that particular moment, or just felt like that was the right time to do it?
It has to be circumstantial. You know, it's, I mean, that was the right time to do it. You know, we're for a couple of reasons. One, it gets the ball out of Kobe's hands. You know, and there's not a better fourth quarter player in this league than Kobe. Breaks up a rhythm. You know, it was hard for us to get them out of a rhythm. I thought our defense the last 16 minutes of the game was a lot better. But, you know, they're such a rhythm team. But, you know, I mean, it's, it comes under the category, you do what you have to do to win the game.
Greg Smith, just, I mean, all over the place, largely in the second half, certainly outplayed Howard, got to a lot of loose balls. Can you kind of talk about what he brought to the table tonight?
Yeah, you know, he's just, he's actually more physical than O. He has more of a physical presence than O. O's bigger, but Greg is just country ox strong. That's just an ox strong kid. I know he gets in the weight room and does this thing, but you know, the good Lord gave him some great genes, and can't move him. You know, you know, to play Dwight, you have to deliver the initial blow. Because if Dwight delivers the initial blow, then he's driving the position. You know, Greg absorbs it and gives it back. So you know, Dwight can't catch it at 8 and shoot it at 3. You know, he catches it at 8, he's got to make a decision at 8 because Greg is so strong. So, but you know, tonight's one of those games where, you know, you're a pitcher and fastball's not working, your curveball's not working, screwball's not working. You know, we just had a lot of things that weren't working, but you know, we just kept trying combinations. You know, James had a tough night, Chandler had a tough night, Jeremy had a tough night. A lot of guys struggled, but yeah, our bench was good. Our bench was good the first half, and you know, there's a lot to be said about playing the entire 48 minutes and having guys on the bench that you trust that can come through. So Toney Douglas, Greg, Carlos, those three guys especially were they were tough for us today.
I know Kobe got his, but were you okay seeing him versus what he did in LA, where he was much more of a playmaker guy? Tonight it was much more ISO and going sort of. Yeah,
well, we talked about this morning at our shoot around that you know, Kobe's going to get his regardless. You know, he took 31 shots. You know, he's going to take enough shots to get enough points. But we didn't want somebody else to go crazy. We couldn't allow Jamison to get 25 or Dwight to get 25. You know, I thought we were solid on the other guys, but you know, this team is built for Kobe to take shots, and if you spend your time trying to stop Kobe, then you run the risk of somebody else going on.
I guess if the fastball wasn't working, you went with the knuckleball tonight. What did you say to the guys at halftime? Because it was two different teams to me in the first half, second half.
You know, there's, you know, every coach has pet peeves. My pet peeve is just not being ready to play. We didn't come ready to play tonight.
You pretty much wrote that core of your bench from that run in the third quarter all the way through the end of the game. How concerned were you that?
I could have cared less. I was prepared to win with them and lose with them.
It's usually the norm. Oftentimes, you know, the bench guys go back to the bench and the starters come for the crunch. You were just they commanded the minutes tonight.
Yes. Well, they were pretty good. There's no, I don't, you know, it's like our, I have a hard time remembering games. But we've had games where whoever's playing well stays in the game. It's not tonight, it's not the first time we've done that. I mean, whoever plays well plays. You know, start lineup's not going to change. But they may send a message to the start lineup. And if it does, good.
How did this Greg Smith compare to the guy you got when he showed up here last February or whenever it was?
Greg's kind of, been kind of a pet project. Put a lot of time in with Greg. He's a that guy that showed up. That guy. He didn't know whether he was on foot or horseback. He was just here. You know, I'm not even sure he knew what the D League was. He sure didn't know where it was. That's for sure. But you know, coaching him in summer league this summer, we had nobody. Everybody talked about the other guys. You know, the sexier guys, Terrence and Jeremy Lamb and Royce and Machado, but Demo. But we had nobody on our team that could catch the ball in the paint and score like Greg. He's good at that. Tonight was not a fluke. He can score around the basket, and he's getting confidence. You know, his free throw shootings. What about those 2 free throws he made? Are you kidding me? What was he from the free throw line?
7 of 8.
Yeah, I think last game he was 7 for 9 maybe. You know, he's just he's got a lot of talent. You know, he has a lot of ability. You know, when we came out of McAllen, you know, Kelvin and I talked a lot about who's going to be our backup 5, and I went out on a limb and said, you know, let's make sure that we don't sleep on Greg Smith. You know, but Omer's had such a good year. You know, Greg doesn't have a lot of opportunities. You know, I mean, O's our starting 5, but I think we found a pretty good backup 5.
Thank you.
Thank you.